Here's my question to you. How safe are your passwords? And how long do you think it would take a hacker to crack those passwords?
It's a lot easier to crack passwords than most people realize. Humans have a tendency to create passwords in certain formats. So it's very common, for example, if a password requires a capital letter, lowercase, a number, and a special character, that humans who speak English will put the capital letter at the beginning, then the lowercase letters, then the number, then the special character.
Wow, I'm thinking about my password.
Sound
It sounds like
all
me.
of us.
It sounds like me. I said, wow, he's talking about me.
I will tell you though, I think my passwords are kind of hard to crack because half the time I can't remember them.
Okay, because you don't write them down anywhere or
If
whatever
it wasn't
else,
stored
okay.
in my phone, I don't think I could get in half my accounts.
Gotcha.
I did exactly what he
What
said.
he said.
I did. I was thinking about, because I like to use like a basic password and just throw different numbers
Yes,
in there for
me
different
too.
things.
Right.
And
You
I
add an
said,
extra number every time you have to change
yeah,
it.
and I said, wow, he is really talking about me because I do all of those things.
He's talking about most of us. All right, so here's my trick when it comes to passwords. And I mean, you got to change them every 90 days or so, right? So it's really hard to like do that and come up with new things. So, and it's a pain in the neck. So I change my password to something I'm looking forward to. Okay, so let me give you an example. Here's my example. A vacation, for instance. One of my passwords last year was Redwood Park 22. It's at least 22, it's at least 10 characters. It has that capital, but not in the beginning, okay? There's a special character, but again, not at the end, like he says you should stay away from. And then of course, there is the number. So to me, this makes changing your password more memorable and maybe not such a downer.
Yeah.
I do a word with some numbers and symbols, and I change one number every time to like 1, 2, 3,
That's what I do
4,
too.
5.
No,
And that's
Until
the
you-
worst thing to
Until
do.
you're up to like number 50 after
Right.
starting at 1. Yeah, I did the same thing.
So I have taken Tanya's advice in the past and started doing the vacation passwords. And they make a big difference when you log onto that work computer. You're like, oh, I'm working, so I can go on that vacation.
That's
True.
right. So
It
that's
puts you
another
in a
mental thing for
good
sure.
mindset.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
that makes sense.
I'll
I
think
like
about
that.
that in the future.
Like
Lauren
on
and I
Monday,
consider
when
that.
you don't want to be at work and you're like, oh, but, All right,
Friday
the
is
other big
coming.
Cancun 5725.
The other big thing to remember about passwords is the one that you use like for your mobile banking should not be used for anything else. So,
okay.
I mean, a lot of people use one password for like a whole bunch of different things. That just makes you more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Right? The hacker just gets into one place and then he's able to get in everywhere
Everything.
else.
That's true. I actually do think about that when I create passwords because I'm like, I like to have something I know I'm going to remember, but that is something I always worry about. Like, should I really be doing this?
Financial passwords maybe
Yeah.
all should be something different.
Should all be something different. All right, good passwords is just one way to keep your information and your finances safe. Here is another way. You can freeze your credit. This is really easy to do. You freeze your credit with all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. You do this online. 2 Wants to Know has all the direct links for you. A credit freeze is free. And I want to explain why you need it and what it does. It keeps the people who are not you from opening up new credit cards or loans in your name. And this is the big point. You can still use all your credit cards when you do this. So it's not a problem for you. It's just a problem for those scammers.